Bum ba bum 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 bum. Super Mega Podcast episode 201. We did it. 201 episodes. Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. It's episode 201 of the Super Mega Cast. I'm Ryan. This is my friend
Matt Watts.
Oh wow. Oh, Ryan McGee.
Sorry, yeah.
I'll clarify.
Or I could just go by Matt. It's Ryan and Matt.
You can't go by Matt because that's taken. Sorry.
And no,
You can't talk about
I don't
it
want to
anymore.
talk about it. You're gonna get mad at me. I said specifically to the person who had the Twitter handle at Matt, don't go bother that person. And then he DM'd me and said, you guys were bothering him. Don't stop. I'm serious. But it's not a reverse psychology thing saying like, don't do that. Please don't. Fuck! I meant to bring my sheets to the office today.
Oh, you didn't wash your sheets.
One of the
Did one of the kittens poop on your sheets?
no, I didn't poop. But
Pee on your sheets? Spray on your sheets?
one of them got neutered, so they're very they pee in the litter box, and that's about it now, minus the occasional accident. But one of them, Gertie, she got neutered or spayed. I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah.
And I brought her home, and the procedure they do nowadays for neutering, it's like they didn't give her the cone. They didn't I dropped her off, picked her up. She was playing around the same day. She was fine.
Just having fun.
She just had little stitches underneath, and that was it.
So what do they do?
They suck out the ovaries.
Nice.
And then they make a delicious little tea out of it. But I brought her home and I put her on my bed, and the second I put her down, she tinkled a little bit because I didn't realize that after the surgery, she has a little bit of a hard time controlling it for a couple
Yeah.
days. So second I put her down, a little bit of pee-pee on my bed. Not a lot, just like about
Just a little few dots, but cat pee.
a few dots
Smells.
of cat pee is too much.
Yeah.
You know, a wise man once said, any amount of shit is too much shit. I think in a really early podcast episode, we talked about how it doesn't matter how much shit. Any amount of shit is too much shit.
Yeah.
Same goes for piss, especially cat piss.
Like how it's like the question of how much shit would you allow there to be in the food you're eating? 0% shit. Not even like a 0.002% shit. I don't want a single fraction of poop in there.
I think
Much
that-
of like you don't want
Yeah.
any pee.
That's
on
the
your
thing,
bed.
no pee.
Unless it's your own pee.
Yeah, because that
Like it dribbles a little bit after
get a little
you pee.
dribble. You know the classic thing guys do where you put it back in your pants but
Too early
just a
without
little bit.
shaking.
Yeah, well you think you're done, but it's because your pants are actually kind of holding off the passage for urine to come out. So when
Yeah.
you undo that and put it back in, all of a sudden all the extra urine that was being held back in your urethra by the pants go whoop.
All guys do the same thing, right? They just pull their penises out, like, and just have it. How would you describe it? Where they have it kind of like that, where it's kind of resting. You kind of create like a hammock for your penis.
Yeah, it's a banana hammock.
Yeah, and then you just sit there, and you don't even have to hold your penis, and you can just let it pee.
Because
Especially if you straddle a toilet and your penis is pointing straight down.
what?
It's fun sometimes.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean? Your penis is pointed down. You can just straddle the
I mean,
toilet.
straddle a toilet.
You just take off your underwear and your pants, and you just take off
Like
your shirt
your face
in a public
backwards?
restroom, and you just straddle it like you would a horse, and you pee straight down into the toilet.
So you sit on
and
the
then you laugh
okay,
at yourself.
So you sit on the
then
toilet.
you put back on your underwear.
You sit on
and
the
then your
toilet as
pants.
if like
Because you have to take them off, or else you'll pee into them if you
Yes,
straddle
so
it.
you have to get fully naked.
I take the shirt off just for the precedent.
Okay. Do you really do that?
No.
Okay. Okay, that's something I can see you doing.
I sit down to pee, but I don't straddle the toilet and take off all of my clothes. To
That's the
pee.
thing is
No.
I can see just your home sometimes you're like, fuck it. You just get fully naked and just straddle it.
I will tell you this one time. I've done it probably twice just because I'm like, what would it be like? Is it funny? I'll sit on the toilet seat backwards. So like, you know how people, when they're having a stern conversation with you, they'll flip a chair.
flip the chair.
I did that, and I just like rested like on the tank on the back like this, and as I was just peeing and pooping.
Well, see, that's good for if you're
Well, I didn't poop. I just peed.
well, if you're having a really bad shit, that's good because
And you can,
have
like-
the support. Yeah, you have somewhere
Your
to
phone's
rest
not
your
going to drop
arms.
into the toilet, you know. It's just going to
There's no
actually
risk there.
thunk right onto the tank.
Yeah, and you got a place for your chocolate milk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but I wish I had brought my sheets today because there's a couple spots of pee, and these kittens. I love them so much, but they're barely even kittens anymore. Now they're pretty much grown cats now. They're big. They're big boys and girls, and one of them has now gone to an owner. So now there's only four
Fred?
left. Fred left. And like, look how big Billy is now. Look at
Oh
this.
my
See his picture? He's a
God.
big ass. He's a grown ass cat.
How long does it take for a cat to be a year and a half?
A year.
fully
A
grown?
year is like when they're not kittens anymore, I think.
Yeah.
But they're pretty big now, and they're getting rowdy, and Billy's hitting puberty. But I do have an update on Billy. I don't know if you'd want me to share this, but I found out from, I have to take them every 2 weeks to get little checkups, and I found out that one of his balls has not dropped. So
Really?
they texted me, and they said, everything's great except for Billy. One of Billy's balls hasn't dropped, and it's still up in his body. So he might have to get surgery to get it.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
So
Really?
He only has one ball right now.
So that's why he's been acting so alpha, is because he's
making up for it.
self-conscious of his one ball.
And
He's
look
a
at this.
uniball. Have
He's
you
a-
looked at it to see? It's like, oh, there's his one ball.
I can't see it. His balls are too small, and they're covered in fuzzy white hair, like my father. It's,
Get really
you know,
close.
I can't. I
Get
should,
Harrison to
though.
move the hairs for you.
I should have you come over and we can feel around,
Okay.
sack
okay.
and kinda see.
Yeah,
see if they're telling me the truth. Because it could be lying, just making me spend more money.
that is true.
But
You're just like, let me see. Hey, I found two balls. Two balls.
hey, there's
perfectly.
2 balls here.
Perfect.
Maybe if I squeeze Billy hard enough, it'll go. Boom. The other one will pop down.
Yeah.
Just like a stress toy. He is so cute.
Where
Billy's
the
my
eyeballs
favorite.
pop out where he goes, "Brrr."
And Mama's boy, his eyes changed colors. They used to be bright blue, and now they're poo brown.
Gross.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Mama's boy, he lost his baby blues?
Kittens are born with. I think all kittens are born with blue eyes.
Aren't like all human kids born with
Something about
like,
blue
blonde
eyes,
hair
and then
blue eyes or some shit?
everyone kept blue
And then
eyes
it
except for
darkens
Billy
or whatever. No.
not Billy.
my hair was pretty dark when I was born. I looked stupid as fuck.
I had almost white hair until I was like 8 or 9. I had like brilliantly blonde hair.
Well, you did have brilliantly blonde hair back in the year 2015
I did. In fact, I had a dream last
for like
night.
a month.
I had blonde hair. Not even a month. I had blonde hair for like a week.
It worked. Yeah, I think you could have pulled it off, and you did pull it off.
Well,
There's no way I can pull off blonde hair. It would be way too obvious. Because I feel like you could like dye your hair blonde, and people would be like, "Is this what's?" I guess that could be his natural hair color. There's no goofing around that would be my natural hair color for me.
if you dyed your eyelashes and your eyebrows,
No way.
then maybe people
Could
would be
you
like, oh, yeah, that's
imagine that?
natural. And you can do your arm hair too, all of it, and your beard. So if everything's blonde, they'll be like, wow, he's blonde.
Dude, if we did, we could just be blonde boys again.
Dude, we just be doing what blonde boys do.
Exactly.
Like
Nice.
40, like, we're just blonde boys, you know? But I had a dream I was blonde.
It's the only thing that connects us anymore.
I'm trying to grow my hair out and just like not. I used to style it a bunch. Now I'm just kind of letting it get messy and push it back. I feel like
I love the messy
I
shit.
feel like that's the
dude.
quarantine style, man.
It's the way I live my life, and it's the way I do my hair.
I like it because I feel like it. You know, I look at pictures of myself from Super Mega and other shit where like 2-3 years ago, it was short, and I kind of like styled it up.
You look like a fucking nerd.
I did. I looked like a little kid, and now I'm looking at myself. I'm like, I'll let this hair kind of go down and get wavy and messy, and it's like, I'll let it keep going. Like whatever, man. It's 2020. There's no rules this year. I'm
There
a new
aren't.
man.
They're a bunch of doofuses with their hair looking all stupid.
I had hair in my mouth. Speak of the devil.
So basically fashion now. You want to have. How are rich people gonna one up poor people masks?
They already
You know
do.
what I mean?
Oh, the
they're
masks.
poor people masks. How are the rich people gonna wear masks and not feel like they're one of the poor people?
I already
know?
saw this, Ryan. This already happened. I saw a dude. I don't know if it was India or a country in that region of the world. He had like a $21,000 gold mask. Like it was covered in gold, and it was like $21,000 or some ridiculous amount of money. So,
He just inhales flakes of gold into his lungs.
but hey, he'd rather die of gold in his lungs than coronavirus.
Dude, I just love the way just kind of like classism works into even that minuscule scale where it's like rich people will just kind of be like, man, I don't want to look like these poor people. I don't want to look like a construction worker. I don't want to look like a nurse.
An essential health worker? Gross.
God. Ugh, I want people to know that they should respect me, unlike those nurses and construction workers.
It looked pretty bad actually. It looked like a cup that you'd wear on your nether regions to protect your little tidbits that he was just wearing on his face.
But you know, you can create your own masks and make them as stylish as you want.
Yeah.
But I just love the people that are buying like name brand like masks for like $100 to $200.
No reason a mask should be
You
fucking that
fucking
much money.
tool.
It's
You
stupid.
fucking loser.
I have a couple masks.
The
I
only
cycle
happiness
through.
that you can find is by spending money and having some
Yeah, I got
stupid
this-
brand on
I got
your
this
face.
limited Bape mask. Looks pretty cool. I got I just got a pack of those. So right when the pandemic started, like early March, I was like, fuck, I got to order masks because I was scared. I was like, what if this is bad?
Luckily, during the fires, though, Jackson bought a lot of N95 masks.
I know. Before Corona even started, Jackson Harrison, we had a bunch of wildfires near us, and every day there'd be a lot of smoke in the air. So
Like, it was really bad. Like, the
you
air
could taste
quality
it,
where
like-
we were living, it was said it was hazardous.
yeah. So we're like, let's get some masks. Luckily, we completely forgot about that. And then like a month into the pandemic, we're like, wait a second, don't we have a box of N95 masks at the office? And then lo and behold, we look under the sink and there's like 6 of those. So
Yeah.
we have been using those. I'm still using the same one I've been using from the beginning.
Do they work that long?
Do they have a? Oh, do they not?
I feel like they have a. I don't know if. Who knows?
Shit, I've been using the same mask.
I have those masks. I also have a bunch of. A friend of mine was kind enough to make a bunch of masks for a lot of, well, not just me, but just everyone else in our friend group. So it was very nice.
Oh, that's nice.
I got a bunch in the mail,
Oh, that's cool. I got
and I set them on fire and sent them a video and said, "Nice try, cuck libtard."
Yeah, nice try trying to force me to wear this. What next? You're gonna force you're gonna mail me a cute little microchip. So I'm going to South Carolina soon from one of the
Oh,
top-
nice social distancing,
yeah,
buddy.
from one of the top 7 worst states. To
Hope you're
another
all
one
right
of
with
the-
killing someone's grandmama.
So
You think Mimi's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm so glad Matt Watson got to see his family."
yeah, she will. You know what? On her deathbed.
Mimi.
No, but I haven't been home in
Over
like a year and a
right?
half. Longest I've ever been. Longest I've ever been was like 4 months. So now it's been a year and a half, and I'm very homesick and depressed right now. And my sister's birthday is coming up, and I haven't seen my dad in that long. So it's like, I'm going for a week, and I'm not gonna do fucking anything while I'm there. I'm gonna stay indoors, but I just want to see my family because I don't know how long it's gonna last before it gets worse. But I'm prepared. I have my N95 mask. I have a face shield. I have gloves. So the entire time I'm traveling,
You should just go in a fucking
hazmat suit.
space suit because
I mean,
that
we-
shit has to be sealed for space.
We do have a hazmat suit for a video we're shooting
do?
right now. Yeah,
Would the airport allow you to do that?
probably. Actually.
Show up in the security line with a,
And here's
with a
the thing.
hazmat suit.
Every time I go out in South Carolina, I'm gonna be fucking decked out to not get or
People are
spread
gonna be laughing
coronavirus,
at you.
and people are gonna be like, "What a fucking loser!" It's like, okay, well,
Yeah, I have a friend who works in education, and their stupid, dumb hick school district is sending everyone back to school.
Dude. Don't talk bad about the Easley School District because guess who was a part of the Easley School District?
Dope Dale.
Dale Watson. He went to
That's
high
what they
school
call
in
him
the
back in
Easley
high
School
school.
District.
I'm Dope Dale.
But they called him that because he was always smoking dope.
Yeah.
Dude, I found my dad's yearbook from high school, and like every picture, he's shirtless in it. I might have talked about this like long time ago, but he's shirtless in like every picture, and it's really weird.
Well, he knew that all the most handsome boys would be looking at the yearbook at the end of the year, and he
knew
had to
it.
make an impression.
Some interesting signatures in the back too. A lot of boys, a lot of little hearts drawn and everything. Dude, what if I just went through my dad's yearbook and there's all these love letters and like things from other boys? That would be the holy grail.
By the
for
way,
me.
the reason that's funny isn't because it's gay. It's
Ah, gay
because-
funny.
It's because Matt's father has kind of like how Matt has just an adverse reaction to cockroaches when he sees them. Matt's father has the same reaction, but to thoughts of homosexuality. Like seeing a man kiss, I feel makes him like inside go
well, it's
like
my
a short little stammer, like a.
my dad's a traditional southerner.
Think about it. Isn't it funny that like some people live in that mindset where if they see two dudes kiss, this like their body reacts in like a fight or flight response.
I'm
Like-
gonna get hurt from this.
Yeah, their body panics the fuck out.
This could hurt me.
They can't handle it.
Oh!
I love it. It's great.
Well, I was in Palm Springs
I
recently.
mean, it's not great. It's
No, it's not. It's
awful.
horrible.
But
I was in a park late at night, and I really enjoyed this park. And then I turned on my phone flashlight, and never in my life have I seen more cockroaches. Ever.
when was this?
Recently, I was in a park in Palm Springs.
Okay.
I went to Palm Springs for a few days. Again, didn't see anybody, completely social distance. But I walked around this park at night, and there were literally hundreds of roaches. I've never seen anything like it. Like I have my phone flashlight, I'm walking on the sidewalk. They're
One of them in
running.
a freezer.
I was freaking out, dude.
Broil it a little. Put it on some rice. Got yourself a video in the works.
Yeah, you
Oh
do.
wait, we already did it.
Oh,
And you can watch it right now on Super Mega's channel. Follow this link. I'm not posting shit. Find it yourself.
Just say it out loud. HTTP. //
funnysushivideo.com.
Dude, now we have to buy that and make it redirect to it. funnysushivideo.com. That'd be really easy, actually.
Yeah, can someone do that for us?
Yeah, because we don't want to do that, but if you guys want to do that, that'd be pretty cool.
It would be better than the Matt and Ryan from Super Mega jokes y'all do. This would be a joke that would stick the landing perfectly.
Oh my God. It would be like watching an Olympic gymnast do like a triple backflip and perfectly land it with a Matt and Ryan.
And then
from Super
sucking
Mega
a cock
jokes.
to completion in under 5 seconds.
Like right when they land?
Yeah.
So it's like, dude,
Imagine how... Yeah, exactly.
yeah. Is it one of the judges? Or is it just their own? It's their own. They start sucking it mid backflip and they blow by the time they land. No. Right when they jump, they start sucking. They do 3 backflips, and when they land, they're already done sucking and already finished in their own mouth.
Yeah, they just come into the audience.
Oh, that's like a splash sound.
I feel like they're coming. Some gets in their mouth, but they go and it spring loads into the audience.
It's like a Fibonacci spiral into the audience, and it's beautiful. And the judges also judge
Animate
based on
that,
how-
animators,
animate
and
this one.
not get taken down.
Don't put us in the audience though.
Yeah,
Or if you do, put us in those like splash zone guard things, like the ponchos.
yeah.
So we don't get the
Definitely don't animate Matt with his mouth agape, and me in an arm in like a knight's armor. You know.
So when you gave yourself some really cool fucking armor, and on my mouth open to receive semen. Yeah, it's funny.
A little bit.
Okay, how about Ryan is in his armor, but he's got his ass up in the air, and there's a little silver flap on the back that goes, and it opens up, and that.
Okay, how about Matt's ears are the size of are the size of helicopters, and his nose is the size of a human man.
What? How are they gonna draw that? It's weird as hell.
What would that look like?
Well, someone will draw, and we'll figure it out.
No, they won't. If they do, put it on the subreddit though, because I'll check it every now and then.
Put it on.
Go to Twitter and add us about it.
Put
or
it on
something.
YouTube and see if it gets taken down.
You know how much I'm on Twitter. You know I'll see it.
Ryan will always see it. You little Twitter fiend.
I know.
You little goof. You're always posting late at night. You're always posting so much shit on
I'm
Twitter.
always like, I know I can't stop. Sometimes I think, am I posting too much? Will people get tired of this? But they haven't yet. So
I know. I'm surprised actually, because I get tired of seeing you on my timeline so goddamn much.
well, you can mute me if you want.
Every time
you
I go on
fucking
Twitter.
asshole, bastard, cunt.
All right, buddy.
Ad reads. Have you ever seriously considered the underwear that graces your nether regions?
Maybe.
You've got some important stuff down there, my friend. Like your cock and balls.
My cock and my penis.
Luckily, MeUndies knows just how much you cherish your cock and penis by providing so many wonderfully comfortable pairs of underwear in different styles and colors.
Ryan, do me a fucking favor.
Okay? One big old fucking favor.
What am I wearing right now? What's this look like to you?
MeUndies.
You see this?
Yeah.
Listen.
Woo!
And if y'all don't believe that these underwear are not the most stretchy, soft underwear, I'm gonna slap it on myself. Listen, I'm gonna stretch it. You hear that?
Ooh.
I'm wearing what are they? What color is this? It's not turquoise. It's teal. Is this teal?
Aqua?
Seafoam? Aqua? Yeah, something like that. But God, they are so comfortable. They fit me so well, and they actually have a little pouch for my nether region, so other underwear just kind of squeezes it. But this makes it I have some room to breathe for my small cock and balls.
What's the worst possible thing, Matt, huh?
An empty underwear drawer.
Exactly. Because all the underwear's in the dirty laundry like we were talking about. Well, good thing you can just get a MeUndies membership and eradicate that terribleness forever. A MeUndies membership is a monthly subscription that sends new pairs right to your door so you can keep your undie drawer stocked, fresh, and fun.
Plus, with member access to site-wide savings and exclusive sales, you can easily and affordably build a quality collection of super soft undies over time. And that's one heck of an undie upgrade if you ask us. I have the undies membership. I get those undies every single month, and does it feel good. MeUndies offers matching pairs where you and your partner can order undies with the same exact prints. In other words, match your bottom half to your better half. Or maybe if your better half is a bottom, you guys can both match. MeUndies are available in a range of sizes from XS to 4XL.
Wow. MeUndies has a great offer for our listeners. For any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping.
Yes, it's a no-brainer.
It is, especially because they have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. To get your 15% off your first order, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/SuperMega. Matt, what is it?
MeUndies.com/SuperMega, link in the description. If your mailbox is anything like mine, 90% of the time it's a fairly depressing place. Political flyers, utility bills, unholy amounts of coupons and cocaine. Unholy amounts of coupons. But once a month, I do have a reason to be stoked, and that's because of my box of awesome from Bespoke Post.
Whoa! Bespoke Post sends guys only the best stuff every month. And no matter what you're into, Box of Awesome has you covered. From style and grooming goods to barware, cooking tools, and outdoor gear, Box of Awesome has carefully built collections for every part of your life.
I got the box of awesome that contains barware because I love making myself some cocktails when I'm home alone at night and depressed.
Of course.
I got some incredible cool little things to add to my bar cart, and boom! And there's other ones, like ones for plants, ones for cooking, so Harrison can have fun too.
Oh, wow.
Outdoor gear if you want to go hiking all by yourself, Ryan, in the Himalayas.
That's epic.
To get started, take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help them pick the right box of awesome for you. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories. It's free to sign up, and you can skip a month or cancel anytime.
Wait, so like each box costs only $45, but has over $70 worth of gear inside?
That's right, Ryan. Get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter the code SUPERMEGA at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com. What's that code, Ryan?
Super Mega for 20% off your first box. Hey everybody, we're back, and let's take this time for a big round of applause for our editor Justin. He edits our Let's Plays and hopefully other content in the future. But he's killing it. I'm loving the edits he's doing in the truck series we're doing, and I hope all of y'all. What are your favorite Justin moments? List them in the comment section below.
I know.
None of them.
I know.
He's not funny. Get him out.
Okay. All right, Justin. Sorry, buddy. Someone in the comments said you're not doing a good job. So I know.
Nostalgia Critic fan 123 said Justin isn't funny. Nostalgia Critic is way more funny than Justin.
He is, though.
Why don't you get Doug Walker to be your editor?
Let's be real. I'd much rather have Doug Walker than stupid, smelly old Justin.
Yeah, there should be. God, I wish there was some like A24 film about Doug Walker, and it was just about his hubris and how it led to the downfall of Channel
It'd
Awesome.
be incredible.
You know,
it would be so good.
Because it's like he's making these for fun with his friends at first, and then it turns into this kind of like egotistical, narcissistic. Shell that he continuously just feeds himself with, and he's like, people love me.
I would love to see that. That would be actually a really good movie. Because if someone made a Nostalgia Critic movie, like, I'd go see that shit. Everyone would go see that shit. Everyone in the world would
see what?
The Nostalgia Critic movie.
He's made 3.
Well, not his movies. I would like to see his movies.
You tried to watch one of his. No, you tried to watch.
No, that was the Angry Video Game movie.
I dare you to try to get through one of the Nostalgia Critics movies. The first one is 1.5 hours. The second one is 2.5 hours, and the third one is 3.5 hours.
Why?
Because Doug Walker is epic, and people love watching him.
What are his movies about?
I don't know.
I knew he made movies.
I don't know if they really. I mean, they have a plot. The third one's about this. You know how they have black holes in space?
Yeah.
Well, the plot hole opens up in space and is gonna like destroy humanity or some shit.
The plot hole?
The plot hole. And Doug Walker is like the Messiah and like infuses with the plot hole. And
the Messiah?
He saves the world from the plot hole by sacrificing himself.
He could be the second coming of Christ.
I gave away. That was a spoiler, but I doubt that most people would make it 3.5 hours through to see.
If you don't cut this shit out, that you just spoiled the Doug Walker movie.
There's one good thing to come out of Channel Awesome though that I continue to watch to this day, and it's Lindsay Ellis.
Who's that?
Even though I'm a
girl?
pig, I'm a fucking white douchey internet boy.
You're a creep, dude. You're a weirdo. What the hell are you doing here?
I know. But she while the Nostalgia Critic,
Is she that fine ass bitch
makes funny jokes. No, she's not. She's a content creator that makes well thought out video essays that are very good. And they're like 40-something minutes long.
Is she the girl that's in his stuff?
She's the
So when I said fine ass bitch, you didn't agree though.
What?
So you're saying she's not a fine ass bitch.
She's not a bitch, Matt. She's a hoe. I'm kidding. in the like nostalgia, like in the Channel Awesome shit, like of course she's portrayed as that. She's been trying to get as far away from that shit as possible. So maybe it's I'm a dick for even mentioning her in the same breadth of Channel Awesome, but she makes great content. Go watch it if you're interested in really legitimately well thought out and explained video essays on film and film criticism.
I'm looking at his biography right now, and the first sentence
Doug Walker has a biography
on IMDb, which he probably wrote this himself. But the first sentence is something I did not know. Doug Walker was born in Naples, Italy.
What?
Yeah. His father was in the Navy.
That's where the accent comes from.
Yeah, so his father was in the Navy and lived in many different places. So he went on to study film at the Northern Illinois University, majoring in communications. What was that mean? He went on to study film, but majored in communications? Okay. But after college, he worked as an illustrator and started making YouTube videos for funny fun. He first grabbed viewers' attentions with clever 5-second movie versions of popular films and gained more notoriety with his snarky nostalgia critic reviews. So that's a little bit about Doug Walker. Kick-Assia, that's the movie.
There's Kick-Assia, The Bold Will Flee. What is it? What is the second one called? The Bold something with bold and something with flee. That's in the title.
Fuck, we should watch this.
And then what's the third
To Boldly
one? To Boldly Flee is the second one. What's
Yes.
the third one is?
Sorry, I'm just going
What's
through
the
his
fucking third movie's
filmography.
name?
I'm trying to Orbit Report. No, I'm going through his filmography.
Is the third movie not in there?
No, there's just so many movies he's apparently been in.
What?
Director. 26 things for director. The fuck?
All filmography. He's an actor in 64 things.
Well, it's because people list every YouTube video as like a film.
That's the worst.
Oh, I was thinking of Tamara. That's what I was thinking of when we were talking about that girl earlier.
No, Tamara is still very, I think, much in the Channel Awesome
Dragonboard?
mythos.
Was it Dragonboard?
But she was Lindsay was the quote unquote nostalgia chick. That's what her title was.
I'd like to bring up something that's developed since the last podcast. This is a really big deal for me. This actually is. I'm not kidding. This is something major, very, very major, and I'm surprised I'd forgotten about it until just now.
What is it?
That Chris Chan has listed me officially by name.
Have you ever added them on Twitter?
No. Okay. So Chris Chan has created a list of back talkers that is a list of people she claims
She wants you dead, by the way.
she speaked ill of. These are people that have spoken ill of Sonichu and Chris Chan, and they need to be exposed. So she started delivering this list online, and then took a break and was like, more back talkers shall be exposed. And then guess what? Put some more on there, and I am on that list.
So is Chris.
Yeah, Chris and Zach.
Psychic Pebbles? Yeah,
Yep, he's on there. Yep, we're all on there.
I'm not. So
Well, lucky you, Ryan. Lucky you.
have you ever tweeted at them? Sorry.
I don't think so. She wanted me to
How did she know about you?
That's what I wonder, because I've kind of always, I don't feel like I've jabbed, but I don't think I've ever been overtly mean or tried to. I don't know. Maybe
We've
I have.
definitely looked down on them, but
Yeah,
that's because they've done a lot of things that are worth looking down on.
Yeah, and
like sexual harassment
She did say
abuse
that-
of one of your friends where they continuously tell you to stop, but you keep prodding them.
She wants people to dox everyone on the list. So she was like, do what you will with this dox-worthy list. So
No one's gonna do it. That's the thing with her life. It's all just a big lie. It's all a big ruse.
I'm not going to survive the dimensional
Like all the
merge.
people that are quote unquote fans. I'm sure there are some legitimate fans out there,
There
of
are.
course. But I think most of the people that are quote unquote fans are just in it for the meme. Like they're like, I'm playing the part of a fan because this is so crazy. And so like when people are like, they're asking to go dock someone, I think they're just going to be like, yeah, of course we will.
Yeah. Geno Samuel just released part 41 or part 40, and I watched it, and it was
I still haven't made it through the makeup episode.
dude.
37.
You got to. It's
I know.
short-lived.
I know. It just they do their makeup so bad, and it bothers me.
Ryan,
like, to look.
now
at
you're
it.
gonna get on the list of back talkers.
No, I'm not back talking. I'm just
Yes,
saying
you are.
They could have done their makeup better.
But see,
but
no,
it was it was
right
the first
there,
start.
Right there.
What?
That's you're gonna be on the list of back talkers now.
Well, eat my farts, Chris Chan.
Don't. Now you're really gonna be on the list of back talkers.
I doubt it.
But
I'm not in the sphere, I guess, as much.
I'm not gonna survive the dimensional merge. Oh, Douglas Darian Walker is his full name, by the way.
Douglas Darian Walker.
Sorry, you know that he did his own IMDb page because under height it says 5'10" and a half. He put that ½ inch in there. It's like no one does it by halves. No one does it by halves. No one's like, yeah, I'm 6'1.5". It's like, no.
I'm sorry, I'm always confused. I know it's Christine Chandler, but their Twitter says Chris Chan.
Yeah.
So is Chris Chan still the like?
Chris Chan's just the name. She still goes by Chris Chan. Like Chris Chan is
okay.
like it's the brand.
I don't know. Like I guess the only interest I find is actually like through the documentary that I'm watching. Like watching it live, I think for me is like just too demoralizing, and it's just like sad.
It is. It's interesting. I like watching it live because it's I like updates. I like never knowing when the next update's gonna come, and then whoa,
knows?
there's my name. Yeah. So it was a moment for me. I in a weird way I felt a little bit honored.
Of course,
But-
to be mentioned, to know that
That means
you are,
she knows I exist.
exactly.
That means that she knows who I am.
Exactly.
And that's a big accomplishment for me.
You should be proud of yourself. Man.
And I don't.
I'm proud of you as your friend.
Thank you, man. I don't want Christine to dislike me. I don't want Christine to think that I'm a bully or I'm mean in any way. I think that the amount we've talked about the Chris Chan saga in the documentary and turn more people to the documentary, maybe that's why. Or maybe there's probably times on
I don't know.
old Oni plays I've
Only play shit.
I've probably
I guess
given-
because they lumped you in with kind of like Chris and Zach.
Yeah,
I
I'm in
feel.
there with it's probably Oni play stuff, but I don't know. We're all in this together, fellas. But everyone, don't worry. Your favorite YouTube boys, Chris, Zach, and Matt are all on the back talkers list, which means Ryan will be the only one out of the four of us to survive the dimensional merge.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Once that
I'll be up
happens,
there.
me and Chris and Zach will die, but you will,
I'll be a part of the New World Order.
you will.
Of
You'll become
Christine
your cartoon
Weston
Chandler.
Chandler.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm excited. Well, actually, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. Sorry.
With Ryan McGee.
Whatever.
Here's the thing with Ryan McGee.
Here's the thing. No, the thing is, like that.
I need your own little like news segment.
called the thing.
Here's the
Is.
thing with Ryan McGee. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba.
There are two things happening this month that actually give me some excitement. So I don't think there's not much happening in August, unfortunately. But July, two fun things. Next Friday, which is I guess by the time this will be out.
Yeah, this will be out.
Yeah, by next Friday, Ghost of Tsushima is coming out for the PlayStation 4. It's an open world samurai game made by Sucker Punch.
Oh.
So I'm excited to play that. And then I have to wake up early. I'm not used to it, but at 9 a.m. Pacific time, there's going to be a campaign gameplay reveal of Halo Infinite.
Ooh.
I know.
I'd be excited for that
I'm
too.
so fucking stoked. Mainly because for me, at least, this is the make it or break it with the kind of series. Because after this, if this one's just kind of like what Halo 4 and 5 were, I don't see myself buying more in the franchise.
I think it's been your make it or break it for 2020 because it seems like
Comes out in
2020
November, so
2020 sucks, and I feel like
it could be the redemption arc of
this whole time you've been
2020.
like, the only thing I'm excited about this year is this Halo game.
It is.
Like,
It's the only thing I'm fucking excited about.
all I want is for it to be good for you. I want you to have one good thing in 2020 you can enjoy.
You know, I love I really like The Last of Us 2. I enjoyed it. I'm almost done with my second playthrough. I'm excited to play Ghost of Tsushima, but in terms of just Halo 3 is probably my favorite game of all time. Right
Yeah.
under that being Donkey Kong Country and then Cuphead, Sekiro, all that shit. But number one is most definitely probably Halo 3.
Oh yeah.
And I played Reach and I, gelled with it. Just they started making changes to the multiplayer that I just didn't that I didn't personally gel with. And it felt even after that with Halo 4 and then 5, it just didn't feel like Halo anymore. It felt like they were trying to tack on certain aspects of other games to hopefully bring in new players to the Halo franchise, because they can keep the old
They were
fan
selling
base as
Halo's
much.
soul a little bit in exchange for a couple of gold pieces.
Potentially, that's one way to look at it. Another way could be we just need a new audience. We need more people to come in, and that means competing with the Call of Duties and shit out there, which is hard to do because Call of Duty is still a big and strong IP, and so is Halo. But for me, at least, Halo 3 was the last just beautiful just experience I had in that like Halo universe. Well, that and Halo ODST.
And this is Halo.
This would be Halo 6. Halo Infinite would be the sixth
Halo
one.
Infinite, that's right.
I played 4, just wasn't into it. Just the gameplay, well, the campaign, like visually, there's so much to do. I don't want to like do a whole video essay on it, but
If you
not
did a Halo
fan.
video essay, dude, people would eat that shit up.
I know.
You
I
should.
know.
Why don't you?
I don't know, because
I got nothing else to do right now.
I'm sure there's nothing new for me to say. Halo 5 was the what I thought was going to be kind of like the nail in the coffin, because some of the gameplay was fun in multiplayer, just like playing around with friends and setting up custom games. Of course, Infection's always fun. And some of the movement when I was playing Firefight, which is a game mode where it's PvE, so players versus onslaught, like a horde of enemies. That was fun to do with friends, but overall, like, I don't say that I would hold that up as I don't think I'm ever going to replay the campaign. I don't think, like, right now, like, I can't see myself going back to multiplayer at all, playing it. I just didn't. It just I've been falling off of it. And Halo Infinite, from what it looks like they're doing, there's so many things that I'm excited for that has been teased that could be the trap that I'm falling into, and ultimately I'll be disappointed. But there's a lot there that speaks to, or that says that they've possibly, quote unquote, learned a lesson of some sort, and are trying to bring back that Halo feeling, to make it its own thing again, instead of kind of trying to hit the marks. No, Bungie's been left. They were bought by Activision, I think, at some point, but then they are now independent again. 343 branched off from Bungie, so 343 made Halo 4 and 5, and I believe Halo Wars 2, which apparently was well received by fans of Halo Wars. I played the first one and had fun with it a little bit, but it's not something I'm like, oh, I love Halo Wars.
I could get into Halo. I've never really given it any thought, but I feel like so my thing is like I want more games to play with friends, and I feel like Halo would be really fun to play with friends, like Halo 3.
Halo 3. There's one thing that I feel like, no matter your skill at the game, whenever I put on this game mode with this map, it doesn't even have to be this particular map, but it's kind of like where my nostalgia lies. There's one particular game mode where it's just so much fun, and they've named it Fiesta now. So basically, how I set it up back in like
Delta Force
custom game, yeah, back when I set it up in custom games in Halo 3, you would just spawn with unlimited ammo, but a random primary weapon. There's one random weapon, and so you could continuously get kills with that weapon because you have unlimited ammo. But if someone else has like a powerful weapon, or you could spawn with just a weaker weapon, it was just a fun kind of like crazy oddball. And my favorite map on Halo 3 is High Ground, which is just a beautiful map. The thing is, like, I wouldn't suggest like you and I play Halo 5 because there's so much like sprinting and dodging and thrusters, and like there's so much fast-paced shit going on.
I need that simple shit for my little simple monkey.
Not even simple, but like something that, I don't know, it's much like how I wouldn't ask you to play Call of Duty with me. It's just like, it's this like fast-paced noise. Like, I have fun with it, but it's like a lot of noise and a lot of like audible noise, of course, but a lot of visual noise as you're playing. And I feel like Halo was at its best when it had things simplified, but in that simplicity, people derived a lot of complexity from it.
Yeah.
Like with rocket jumps or grenade jumps or crouch jumping or just different ways to kind of handle situations. But now, you have clamber and sprint. And I'm not saying those are inherently bad, but playing Doom again kind of forced the idea in my head, playing both Doom 2016 and the new Doom Eternal, that, sprint isn't a necessity in these games, and these games can be so fun the way they're playing. And I'm not, Halo and Doom are very separate games. Doom is always supposed to be a lot more fast paced, but I do feel like part of Halo's gameplay was that arena style. It wasn't this Call of Duty running and gunning and sprinting and just thrusting quickly out of the way of shit. It was just, you'd see everyone kind of on the map almost.
Yeah.
It's this fun arena beatdown.
I used to go sleep over at friends' houses where, I would never play, but I'd watch them all play because I wouldn't play because I fucking suck dick. And I wouldn't have fun because they'd be really into it. And like, I always felt like the little brother that wanted to play with his older brother and their friends like, can I play? And they're like, oh yeah, you're doing good. So I just be like, what, I'm just going to watch. But it looked like a lot of fun.
Oh, another great mode, which I think you would have fun with, is it's all you have are shotguns and swords. And so the swords can have a long distance lunge, of course, but the shotguns will take you out in one shot if you get close. But if you're too late, they'll get you. It's just, I played that a lot in Halo 2. That's the first time I ever experienced Halo, was Halo 2, playing with friends at their house on the original Xbox. Just like, I think we just played swords a lot. But I really have hope that Halo Infinite's gonna be good. There's things that I kind of cling to for the hope, which is the change in art style. It's not this kind of like overly clunky and complex armor style that they went with Chief, where like there's so many nooks and crannies to his armor.
I remember
they've simplified it a lot more now, back to where it was in like kind of like Halo 3. They have brought back. Most people who are nostalgic for Halo 3 will remember brutes, and I love them as kind of like lore, as a species, and as an enemy type to fight. You also had them in Halo 2, but brutes are back again, so that's fun. We're not just going to be fighting fucking robots or the Forerunners, which I couldn't stand. It's both Halo and Gears of War lost my interest the moment where they kind of made the main enemy you fight robots. Because with Gears of War, Gears of War probably more so, because think about it. You have a chainsaw on your gun, and the whole point was to like rip through these fucking lizard monsters and just be as violent as possible. Kill the Locust Army. But then also when you're doing that with robots and you see like the oil spill out, you're like, well, I mean, I get what you're doing, but not everything has to be fucking man versus machine.
Yeah.
I think robots are just kind of boring to fight a lot of the time, and they're not visually interesting for the universes that I come to expect out of like Halo and Gears of War.
Here's the thing, Ryan. When you kill a robot, what are you really taking away? You're shutting down its programming. When you kill a beast, taking away its soul,
exactly.
Right? It grew.
I killed that fucking
It grew
thing.
from a baby to this point, and you just ended it.
See that little?
It's not just a
that
fucking
little brute that was like demon. See, he grew up as like a little demon.
Exactly, and then you ended that. It's not just some mass manufactured bullshit that goes
Exactly.
when you kill it. No, I played this game in 8th grade in the computer lab at school with some friends, and it was this, maybe it was open source, I don't remember, but it was this 3D game that was reminiscent of Halo, and it was in browser, and it was like a deathmatch game, and there was like an outdoor map that had like indoor tunnels and stuff and a canyon. And it was really fun, but the graphics were like very,
It was a PC game, right?
Yeah, it was like in browser, and it was like the graphics were very, very like PS1 looking, and I loved it. And I played with my friends, and I don't remember what it's called. So if
I wouldn't
anyone
be
out
able
there,
to know what that was.
it wasn't like a popular game by any means.
Okay.
Like I think one kid just found it and shared it with us, and it was really fun though. So if anyone out there knows what I'm talking about, please throw in the comments, because I remember. It seemed kind of like a Halo clone, like a deathmatch thing, but it was real low poly, real simple, like energy gun type shit.
Was there like a ADS or whatever?
I don't know what that is.
Aim down sights, or was it just like hip fire?
So like hip fire.
Yeah.
Maybe it was. I don't know. It was very simple though. It was just like made by like some friends, but it was. When I was in 8th grade, all I wanted to do was make video games for a living. So I was like, this is so cool. And I had such a good time with it. I want to play it again, like the original one. Sometimes I'll go back and I'll watch videos of like Minecraft from a decade ago, like what it looked like. And I remember because that's when I started playing it, and the lighting was so different and like it was so basic back then.
Well, I remember I was introduced to Minecraft like back when it was, I think, in beta. One of my friends, they liked to mess around. I can't remember what the program was. It was like Google Home or Google something where you could. It was a program essentially for architects, and they wanted to be an architect.
Oh, SketchUp.
Yeah, SketchUp, and you could create like 3D houses, and like it was really cool. And I got into it a bit just for fun because it was fun to just kind of like make a house.
My dad uses it every day for his job.
That's crazy.
So when I was a kid, I'd always see him using it.
But so they always liked making shit like that, and all of a sudden I saw they were playing this kind of like just bare bones looking game, and I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, this is Minecraft. You can, make a bunch of stuff in it. And it was at the time where like there weren't too many like hard rules in Minecraft. It was just there's no way else to explain it but bare bones. It was bare bones Minecraft.
There wasn't like magic or villagers or
Yeah.
redstone, or maybe there was back then, but it's like it was basically just you're here, there's monsters, build shit, craft shit, that's it.
And I just remember being amazed. I was like, whoa,
It was incredible.
that's
The first
so
time I saw
cool.
Minecraft, the first time I saw it, I was blown the fuck away.
Aren't you scared at night though if the monsters are out? No, I just I just build a house. I'm like, what? So you built, and that came that I just the nothing will ever beat the beginning like 2 hours of a Minecraft, like starting a new Minecraft
that's the most fun
game.
when you're first finding like coal and you're like building like tools for the first time.
Yeah.
And just trying to survive. And I think
Then like all of a sudden building like your mine below ground below your home.
oh yeah, every time
Then
yeah.
expanding your home.
Little
and-
door there so
Ugh.
you can like go underground.
Oh, yeah.
I think what made Minecraft so fun, or one of the millions of things that made it fun though, or makes it fun, is like unlike other games, when you play it's different from everyone else, and like you build your own story. So like you have to build your own house, you have to find your own resources. You don't know where the monsters are. You don't know like
Because it's different.
what biome
Every
what
time.
biomes nearby. Yeah, it's incredible. It's really fucking cool. And I read that if the size of like a Minecraft world is like bigger than the surface area of Jupiter, so like you could walk technically to the end of it, but
Wasn't there someone who did like they timed just themselves just walking continuously to see how long it would take for them
I think
to
there
get-
is someone that did that. Harrison was telling me about that because I found this. He showed me this YouTube channel recently where it's this person, I forgot their name, but they just do videos on like YouTubers, like older YouTubers.
Yeah.
And like their stories of like the rise and fall. And a lot of them I remember like Lion Maker and stuff. Like remember when we started Super Mega, like that's the people on Drama Alert,
Yes.
like those people. So they're really fascinating videos, but yeah, I actually, why did I bring that up even? There's a bunch of, he does a bunch of videos on Minecraft YouTubers
okay.
that are really good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm kidding.
No, but he was
Like-
Harris was telling me he saw some video about some YouTuber that like is trying to walk all the way to the end of the Minecraft world
I think someone's done it. It took them a while.
because it's
though.
not infinite. How big
How big Minecraft?
is Minecraft?
How big
world?
and epic is Minecraft?
64,000 kilometers. Dude, I want to play Minecraft with you on Super Mega.
Eventually we will, but we just gotta get to it. I guess I'm just trying to wonder if we should record it at the office or like in our just homes.
That's what I'm wondering. That's what, like, should we just do it more like lo-fi in our own homes? Because we could probably do a lot more that way. Or do we want to?
Then that turns into creating, like making our home setups and.
Yeah, but we already have them.
But I think if I just buy like I think I would just all I would want is just a fucking big hard drive, so
Well,
I don't fucking cloud my computer.
But
with
if
a
you want
bunch
to
of
stream anyway, like if you want to
footage.
get back into streaming, I want to start streaming too. It's like I'm
do,
gonna have to
I
do
do, I
that.
just-
We have to do that anyway.
too anxious about it, right? I don't know why. I need to do it. There have been days where I'm like, okay, I'm streaming tonight, and I'll get
Just
all
do it,
set
just do
up,
it.
and then
announce it.
Then I
so
don't.
then you have to.
Well, I lost my webcam, so I've been thinking I'm not even sure if I want to use webcam.
You don't have to.
I just feel like
stream.
I would like to just play a game, and I don't know what people want. But the thing is, most people would tune in. I've seen it. Most people would tune in if I had a webcam because they want to see you, and I agree. It's the same reason why I don't click on pure audio clips of like a podcast clip show. Would be like them talking to each other, like a video of them. It is more visually interesting for someone to watch someone react and experience something,
Yeah.
than to just experience. The game, and then just kind of like a narration of it. I don't know, but I don't know. But I guess it's just whatever you want, because there's so many Twitch people out there that do their own thing that it's not like. I don't think it's going to cause too much of a difference in audience size.
No, I think people want to watch you to hear the funny Ryan McGee classic banter.
Oh wow. God, I was on it streaming so long ago.
You were.
And then I just
Now's the perfect time too. We're
I
stuck
just
at
got in
home.
a little fit of I guess anxiety and depression, and just spiraled. And now it's like every time I get close to like starting the stream, I get people like, so when are you streaming again? I'm like, maybe later this month, and then I just never do.
You should just announce it one day. Be like, I'll do this day,
Or just in the day, hey, I'm streaming now.
yeah. Doesn't
on,
have to, fuck
let's
the
talk.
branding, fuck the webcam. Just do it. Just do it. And rich of me to say, because I'm in the same boat. But yeah, I want to start streaming too. I haven't gotten like the technical shit set up where it's like, remember you were showing me all that crazy shit you had set up with like the
With
virtual
OBS and the
like,
virtual cable.
yeah, like all that stuff. I don't even know where to start with.
Add
that.
effects to your voice and
Yeah.
then go through live and all that. Yeah.
I gotta. If you could find, are there like videos you watch on how to do that? How'd you learn?
Yeah, there are videos. It's just kind of I was just looking up videos of how to make my voice sound better on stream, and it was like, well, to do that you would need a virtual cable so you could put the effects on that track and then kind of like revert it to an output so that OBS will then take the edited version and not just the clear non-edited mic audio.
I'm still held back because I still haven't gotten into my Twitch account. It's
Really?
I'm still stuck out of it.
I feel bad, dude.
Twitch employees, hit me
every
up on
time
Twitter.
I think about it though, I don't want to start again and then like feel bad because like, dude, there are a lot of people who supported me and then I just stopped, and I feel bad, and I feel bad that at one point like I got people to kind of come together and support me financially too in subscribing and stuff, and then I was just kind of like, I can't. I'm too anxious. Boo. But I just I don't know. I have a problem sometimes. It's always that first like 5 minutes before you're about to click the start streaming, like getting everything set up
before we went on stage too.
Yeah, but then once I started streaming, it's fine.
And I feel the same way about Patreon to a degree, because like, yeah, our Patreon is only $5 a month, but like, I feel bad for not posting more because you and I are both honestly stuck in this rut of lack of creativity and
for people to know, I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to I'm going to make Ramadan and put it on Patreon.
Ramadan.
Oh, you fuck.
Speaking of Ramadan, I still have a video. You got to do that. I still have a video from Shoe Nice for you that I need to put on Twitter.
Oh wow,
I got a video from Shoe Nice for you.
Wow.
Maybe I'll post it right now.
Okay.
Maybe I should. No, I'll do it after the podcast because I have to crop it and everything.
Okay.
But
get rid of the Cameo logo.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of the Cameo. I mean, no, it wasn't Cameo. I just emailed him. I said, "Hey, would you do this?" Okay, I'm also pretty sure in the Cameo I got for you from Shoe Nice, I'm almost certain he is just out of his mind on pills.
Probably.
He's just like, "Hey, Ryan, Shoe Nice here."
Well, he knows why people are probably asking. They want that Shoe Nice brand,
There's no way he is not
delivery.
fucked out of his mind on some drug in this video. Like, let me just play you just the beginning of the clip. Have I ever shown you the Shoe Nice clip I got you?
No.
I think I sent it to you a long time ago. Because I got it during Ramadan. I got it for you during Ramadan.
Ryan's Patreon Ramadan special where he makes Ramadan and then eats it.
Please, dude. I put some of my little snippets of my songs on Patreon. I'll do some more of that soon. I haven't been, y'all want updates. I haven't been working on music lately because I've just been depressed and I have no motivation. But I really, really want to get back into it. I need to fucking slap myself in the face and stop being a fucking idiot. It's hard. People look at people like
another podcast where they're complaining.
No,
about how hard it is to make content.
It's hard during this pandemic just because it's just so much. It like depression, anxiety hits, and yeah, we have a popular YouTube channel and this and that, but God, it's hard, and I hate it.
It's hard to feel positive in your creativity when everything around you is just negative. And as I said, it's not just. It is COVID, but like it's not just the fact that COVID is around.
Yeah, I'm not going to blame it all on COVID.
I'm not going to get into like specifics, of course, just because I do like my personal life, and I like not giving everything to the internet or the nether. But there are things going on in both of our personal lives that this current situation, this stuff wouldn't be there without this current situation, and there's just some stuff that we are also dealing with in our personal life that we've mentioned several times, and it's not just a short-term thing. It's something that it's just more of like integrating into something new. That's as I said, it's just.
I think it's some people it's like, oh, you guys make a lot of money. You guys, your job's so easy, and
it is
like, but
we have one of the easiest jobs out there.
It's hard. It's still hard to wake up some mornings and pull it together and do it, especially like it's not COVID's fault. It makes shit harder, and like all the little like weaknesses in myself, like about not being good at being motivated and stuff, it just makes it that much worse. And then you get terrified that the internet's gonna be like, oh, they're falling off their horse, they suck, they're taking money from everyone, not doing anything then. But it's like, it's not as simple as that. And it's not like we're just like, haha, we got their money, now let's not make content. We love making shit.
Yeah,
it's just like if we're ever not making shit or slow, it's never because we don't want to, it's because we're just
at a block
struggling with our own shit. Here's the Shoe Nice thing. I'll just play you a little clip, a little second.
Hey, Ryan McGee, Shoe Nice again. Well, basically, I heard you're having a tough time not eating during Ramadan.
I think he sounds sad because he's trying to empathize with me not being able to eat during Ramadan.
Nah, dude, I'm pretty sure he's on like opioids or something.
No,
yes,
he's sad
dude.
for me.
No,
he's legitimate. You can see it in his eyes. He's like, Ryan McGee, I'm so sorry you're not able to eat during Ramadan.
He's not sad for you. If you saw the rest of that video, you know he's not sad for you.
Okay.
In fact, he makes fun of you.
What?
And I didn't ask him to do that.
He makes fun of me?
I asked Shoe Nice in the cameo. I said, "Hey, my friend," because it was the week of Ramadan or the month I don't know how long Ramadan is. It was during Ramadan. I said, my friend Ryan McGee is having a tough time fasting during Ramadan. Can you give him some words of encouragement? And he turned it around and roasted you.
Really?
Okay? Yeah, he teases you in it.
Your fucking stupid religion.
No. He's like, I ordered you 2 pizzas with my Papa John's point. Here, I'll just play you the whole fucking video.
So he knows how much I love Papa John's?
Oh, I told him to include something about Papa John's.
Okay.
Here, I'll play the whole thing.
Hey, Ryan McGee, Shoe Nice again. Well, basically, I heard you're having a tough time not eating during Ramadan. Either way, I got some free Papa John points on my account. So, through the help of Matt Watson,
I actually have a good bit of points too.
Large pizzas with everything on it.
Ooh.
Some wings,
Well, I'd hate that.
cheap.
So little does he know.
Either way, just kidding, you're gonna be alright, dude. Mind over matter. You don't have a mind, so it don't matter.
Oh, that's his saying.
Thank you.
Mind over matter, and I don't have much of a mind, so it don't matter.
I think he's tripping balls in the video. Look at his face, dude. Shoe Nice is tripping. Here's that video. He was like, "Hey, Shoe Nice."
He's empathizing with a fan's friend named
He's in
Ryan,
the bathroom
having
too. He filmed this in the bathroom. Wearing a Dunder Mifflin paper company shirt. Hey, it's Shoe Nice, and I'm high on Molly. Have you seen that video?
No.
He's on Molly. He's like, it's Shoe Nice, and I'm on Molly.
I've never had Molly. I heard it feels good though.
I've never done it, but everyone's like, yeah, it's the best day of my life. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, Shoe Nice seemed to enjoy it too.
I'm trying to think what the best day of my life was.
When my son was born.
You don't have it.
Don't.
Yeah.
We don't talk about it.
Yes.
Stop.
Okay.
Best. What was the best day of my life?
I don't think I can pinpoint a best day.
I could think of a few that like maybe aren't the best, but they're runner up.
Yeah.
I think the best night of my life was the second time I went to Japan to visit my friend Christian, to visit my friend Christian, who was over there studying abroad and was horribly depressed. I went to go visit him, and I was the first like friend he had seen in months. And we just went out and we had a fun night one night in this district of Tokyo called Ikebukuro, and it was just a crazy night. It was just one of those dumb like this leads to this, which leads to this kind of nights. And then he got on the last train without me because the doors were shutting, and
Yeah.
he ran on without me, and then I watched him go away, and he was like banging on the window. It was just a great night, very fun, one of the best nights of my life. So it's one of the best nights of my life.
Yeah, the last big night like that was honestly probably my first trip to Japan with you, Aaron, and Susie, and Gab. Well, Gab was already there, just because didn't she live in Japan?
Yeah, she
at
lived
the
in
time?
Japan. She was just goofing.
Oops.
Sorry, Gab.
But
Oh, Ryan talked
It
about
was-
it on the podcast. Let me listen. Good, Gab.
I don't know if you can even hear the fart, so maybe it doesn't even matter. But doesn't even smell, Gab. Gab doesn't care.
Thank you, Ryan. She got DM me and be like, thank you so much.
No,
I'm
Jack's,
so glad it didn't smell.
Jack's gonna DM me. Hey,
Hey, man, don't find me talking about my fucking girlfriend, man. What's up, motherfucker? I heard what you said about my girlfriend. I'd have to say, also, listening back to the last podcast, the SpongeBob Middle East bit killed me.
wait, what?
It was really funny.
What was the SpongeBob Middle East?
I called
bit?
Harrison and to even hear it. It was we're talking about like Arabic singing, and I was like, all right, now imagine SpongeBob, and it was like
Yeah.
very funny. Anyway, continue.
Were you giving yourself a pat on the back for
was,
your
yeah.
comedic genius?
Yeah, I
Wow.
was.
Good. Round of applause for Matt's comedic
Thank you.
genius. Wit.
What night in Japan though?
It was not a specific night. It was just actually I remember an exact location. It wasn't even kind of in the hotbed of where we were staying at a hotel, and I went out for a smoke break. And I just remember looking out and just kind of like at the city and stuff, and just kind of being alone with my thoughts and being like how calming and relaxing it was that all the problems that I had, while mentally they still existed, their physical like manifestation in terms of like my day-to-day life of waking up in my bed and like going to work and driving like down the same highway, just kind of like that visual fuzz that you get by doing the same thing every day. I got a break from that, and like all of that stuff is just so far away.
Yeah.
And, like all of like maybe some people, just everyone. Even though like I love my family and friends, but just everyone and everything was so far away.
You're just gone, yeah.
Like it's the fact that it's like if something went down, I couldn't be there to fix it, and usually that would cause anxiety. But the fact that I was so far away and it was so impossible to even go back and like fix whatever problem that could occur,
Yeah.
it made it that much more blissful. And I just remember that feeling I had sitting out there, just thinking about that.
Just in a completely different world. That's why I like traveling, and I'm that's why I feel very guilty going to visit home during this pandemic, but at the same time, it's like I need that right now. I just need to be able to get away for a little bit and just like for just 1 week, and
I was
I feel
hoping
like I'll be so much more refreshed.
Probably will. I was hoping I would get to go home for the holidays, but I don't know. It's not
Come at the same time as me.
It's not looking like I can.
Why don't you just bite the bullet and come with me?
Cause
Kiss me on the lips.
I can't play that long. I'd have to get someone to look after Lego and shit.
Bring him with you.
Yeah,
Put him in a suitcase. Sneak him on.
Lego would never work as like
A
an
lapdog.
emotional support dog. Even though like it's weird, emotional support dogs can be bad dogs. Like Lego's not a good dog when I take him out on walks. He barks at other dogs like a motherfucker, bitch, like a bitch.
Skin him and cook him up one night.
Yeah, but he'll bark out the window sometimes if he hears like a car door open. Yeah, like, like it's just
That's Lego's bark. Because I remember when we lived together, second you leave the apartment,
yeah.
I was like,
He has
Lego,
separate.
shut up.
I know.
and after 5 minutes,
It would
he'd
just be
like,
me to go like do a smoke too, like
Eh,
back in the
my
apartment.
favorite thing is he would get such bad separation anxiety. I'm pretty sure that's where the diarrhea came from that one time. Remember,
dude,
you went
it
out of
was
town.
all on the walls.
You
and
went out of
shit.
town and I had to watch Lego. And
Thank you so much for that. Didn't you give him a bath?
I
and
did,
You
but-
cleaned up all the
Well, I
of
know-
his diarrhea.
I was scared you were gonna think that I wasn't taking care of him, and that's why it happened. It was the middle of the night. Lego got such bad anxiety or whatever. Like I just come in, I smell something, and I hear him whining, and I come into Ryan's room, and there's shit like 3 feet up the wall, and I was like, no. And at this point,
Like father, like son.
yeah, honestly, it had been like 2 hours at this point since it had happened, so it was caked on there, and I was like,
Was he
oh,
covered
no.
in it?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it was all
no.
over his butt, his tail, his side, his feet. Which Mama's boy, for example, last night I'm in the kitchen and Mama's boy's in the litter box and starts taking just a hot brown liquid shit, just pure like Hershey syrup. And I'm watching, I'm like, oh no, Mama's boy, no. And he looks at me and just puts his back paw straight into it. And I was like, no. And he just sits there with his back paw in it and is like, what? And I had to pick him up immediately, shake him off so it doesn't drip, take him to the bathroom sink and wash his paw off. And he's freaking out. And I'm like, this is your fault. If you didn't,
You stepped in your own poop.
I've had to do that to Billy too, because Billy fucking, it's only the guys. Only the guys get their own poop on themselves.
It's a domination thing.
It is. But yeah, I miss Lego.
Yeah. Well, you get to
R.I.P.
see him hopefully at some point. When's the last time you got to see the boy? I thought it was recent, fairly recently.
It was.
like within the past month, maybe.
Yeah, it was. I don't remember.
What did you come over?
I'm gonna see him soon because we're shooting that video. We're shooting that
That
super
is
mega
true.
video, that big one.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I don't want to tell people what it is, but
I want exactly what it is and what it's pertaining to be a secret, but it is sketch comedy.
Yes,
It's 100% going back to like doing some sketch comedy.
we've been planning out this video for a while, and we had to postpone it just a little bit because of some props being delayed and also me going to South Carolina. But once we're back, it's full steam, and that video should be out soon.
Well, some of the props are certain posters you have to get
honestly,
printed. And you were telling me this morning, you were like, I'm afraid that they're going to decline making some of these posters.
So some of the props are there's 11 posters that are going to be used to decorate a room, a set. And I had to use like an Office Depot, like a local Office Depot to get them printed. And I'm genuinely scared they're gonna call the cops or some shit. Because one of them is really like,
If you don't know who it is, it's like, what the fuck? But you put, I think
put the
that's the
name.
reason you put his name.
I put his name specifically so people aren't just like, what the fuck are we printing? Like, it's there's a couple I feel like they'll refuse to print, but we'll find a way.
We'll find a way.
It's also for a joke that's only going to be in there for like 2 frames and no one's even.
I know. But it's what
That's
I
my favorite type of humor.
That's what I love doing in like our videos is like whether it's through the editing or through set dressing or whatever we do, like maybe hiding little things in there.
I'm just
so
excited.
people
for-
can be like, "Did you see this?" Blah blah blah.
There's one scene we have to film that I'm excited for because like I feel like I'm not prepared to watch Ryan's performance. It's gonna be so.
I told you, I'm
it's gonna
excited.
be passionate.
I'm so excited for my go at this performance.
All the props have been delivered besides the posters we need, but I have all the props.
I'm gonna
for-
break shit.
Yeah, I have them all. I have them all ready. I have.
It's gonna be wild.
It's gonna be good. I need to make your. I can't. I was about to say some stuff. It's gonna spoil it.
Yeah.
I can't though. But we got some stuff in the works, as well as a big secret project we just announced recently on Patreon in our June Q&A video.
which we told them to be secret
yeah,
about.
so they better not spoil it. But
they will spoil it because it's the internet
we'll have some progress on that soon.
on Patreon.
After I'm back from South Carolina, and then eventually we'll announce it publicly. But
I want to get a lot more work done on it before.
I want to have some like showable progress.
I want us to at least have like a few of the things done for it before we
Say it,
even.
dude. We're making dolls. We're making American Boy dolls. One's of Ryan, one's of me.
I thought we were getting our own Cabbage Patch dolls.
Those are freaky.
Ryan and Matt Cabbage Patch dolls.
Those are freaky.
Can we start a show and we get trapped inside Cabbage Patch Kids and we have to go to a portal to real life New York City to battle Satan in a rock off so we can be
Dude,
transformed
Charlie Daniels
into
died
real
last
people
week.
again
I forgot Charlie Daniels died last week.
in a rock off with Satan.
No, but he did die, which means he probably immediately went straight down to hell to
do a rock.
do a rock off with Satan.
We should legitimately like whenever we make our big movie, just combine those two plot points. We have to find the portal because we exist in this other dimension to go to real life New York City.
So in our world, New York doesn't exist.
Yeah, so we go to real life New York City where Satan is, and then we have to battle Satan in a rock off
And at the rock off
to win our cocks back because they run away.
the rock off.
Because we're becoming too soy.
We had
for
too
them.
much soy, so our cocks left us, and we have to battle Satan. But it's at the top of the Empire State Building with like a swirling like thundercloud with like different colors of lightning.
I'm on a wing of a propeller airplane, just playing electric guitar, electric banjo.
shooting fucking like blasts of music notes out and like.
I was like, if
hitting Satan.
SpongeBob was an instrument.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we'd write a good movie.
yeah.
We got to finish our book first.
The book is so far out because there's other projects that I'd like to get done first,
The book is so
like the
easy,
big
though.
secret one. Oh, of course, but That's why I feel like I'd want to push it back more, because I want to get more work done on the stuff that would
That book
take.
is so
That's
stupid.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, might as well say it. We have plans to write a book,
Super Mega saves the troops.
and it's like other YouTubers like making books. This ain't one of those. So this ain't your mama's book.
It's a legitimate book.
It's a chapter book.
You know,
Ryan and I are gonna put our wits together and try to write a chapter
at
book
some point.
about saving the troops.
But that's in the backlog, because as I said, there's a main project we're working on, and there's one even bigger project.
So yes, we have not been posting as much or uploading as much, and I know it looks like we don't care. We've been struggling with motivation and also working on some bigger projects.
How many podcasts has it ended with this exact conversation?
Well, one more. I throw this one in the bin. But I hope that shows that we care and we're not just being like, "Ooh."
Complacent.
Yeah, because if we were complacent, we wouldn't be saying this shit.
Maybe we would.
We say this shit because we fucking actually care and feel bad about it.
Yeah,
Because you guys are so fucking sweet.
but Pickle Rick. Bye, everybody.